get started in just a moment. So make yourself comfortable, get a drink, and I will get back to you in just a few seconds.
Hello everyone, see you.
Hello,
Hello.
Hello everyone.
how are you?
Good.
And we're live. Welcome to English Palette. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I see a room full of people. I just wanted to welcome you if this is your first time, and if you're joining us from Discord, where we are live right now, please say hi in the chat. Say hello in the chat, guys. And if you're joining us from YouTube, or if you're joining us from Twitch, say hello in the chat there. You can say hello in the Twitch chat. Hi there. I can see Gungramir is there, and Pluters. Welcome. Twinkle, thank you so much. That's awesome, guys. If this is your first time, please follow the channel, so this way you'll get notified every time I'm live. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, and this way all the recordings are there, archived for your convenience, so that, after Twitch deletes their videos, you can still watch it on YouTube. Excellent. Well, how is everybody doing today? I think it's almost time to begin our lesson. Oh, that must be the school bell. That must be the school bell, guys. Oh, and this is our classroom. And this is our classroom. Awesome. Okay, that's great. So if you are ready, then
let's go.
Let's go, guys. If you are ready, let's go. Just a second, I want to say, there's a little strange line there on my screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and fix it. Are you guys watching the Twitch? Okay, because hopefully you can see the screen. It's really important today that we will be watching at the looking at the screen, okay, I'm still trying to fix this. Here we go. I'm almost done, I think. Well, it doesn't seem to work. Anyway, that's fine. We don't need that. Okay, so I am just so excited. Maybe we can hear from our students. Guys, maybe you can unmute your mic and say hello. How are you today?
Hello.
Hey, welcome.
Hello.
Awesome. Yeah, this is when we're testing our microphones. Your microphones are working? Awesome. That's great. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Because today our class is going to be all about communications, guys. Oral skills. So, I'm excited. And how are you feeling? This is how I'm feeling today.
Wow, I feel good.
I hope that's how you're feeling too. Okay, so before we go, I hope that you read the topic of today's questions. We will be talking about animal rights, guys, animal rights. So animal rights, who can explain what that means? What is rights? Okay, what is rights? What's the meaning of the word rights? Anybody? Rights. Who would like to try? Rights. Like when people say we have rights, what does it mean? Okay, some people say laws. Yeah, go ahead. Who was that?
Yeah, they're basically legal stuff, principles, basically laid down in the Constitution, the framework.
Okay.
And it sets up what people can enjoy and what they have, access to, right to live, right to freedom, free speech and stuff.
I see. Excellent. Okay, so there are some rights. that humans enjoy, okay? But we don't have, animals are not included in the Constitution, right? Animals are not included in the Constitution. That's correct. Okay, so before we even get started, before we even start discussing these topics, I first of all wanted to introduce you to some kind of discussion language, because I think it's important that we know how discussions work, okay? So let me just pull up on the screen discussion language, which you can also find on my website. But for now, I'll just kind of maybe make it larger for you to see. Okay, so there are various things, just like, an electrician or a plumber needs to fix something, they go to work with a special toolbox. So when you are discussing things, you need to have your own toolbox. And just like, there are different tools like a hammer or a screwdriver to get things fixed, in a discussion, we also need to have different tools. And these tools are, for example, sometimes you need to confirm the meaning. So you have to use phrases like, did you say tired, or did you say tiresome, or something like that? Or did you mean this, or did you mean that? Are you saying that, okay, this is more complex. Like, are you saying that animals should have rights? Okay, is everyone clear on that? That's confirming meaning. Yeah, confirming meaning. You guys are cool with that? All right, clear. Okay, very good. Let's move on to giving feedback. It's also important to give feedback to people so that they know that they are being listened to, right? So things like, oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Try that, guys. Practice. Uh-huh. Repeat after me. Uh-huh. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I like your accent. I like your accent when you say, uh-huh. That's great. Uh-huh. Perfect. All right. And then, of course, there is giving of opinion. It's so important to give opinions. So when you give an opinion, and actually, oh, I like that. All right. We're going to practice that today. So when you have a discussion, like a formal discussion, it's so crucial that you have an opinion. And actually, this is what a lot of teachers are looking for, whether students are able to formulate their opinions and how well they can do that and how well they can support it. So simple things like, I think that animals should have rights, or I feel that animals are mistreated by humans, or it seems to me that animals are at a disadvantage, or as far as I'm concerned, animals don't need special rights, or in my opinion, or personally speaking. All right, guys? So especially if you see something new here, I would like you to maybe try to jot it down and try to use it in our discussion later today. Okay. Next, you can also ask for an opinion. That makes a discussion flow more smoothly. So, when there's silence, which we don't want silence, we want people to be talking, then you can ask for an opinion. And what do you think about that? Or would anyone like to add what Twinkle has just said, for example? Or does anybody have anything else to add? Does anybody else have anything else to add? Okay. Are we cool with that? Do you know? Speaking your mind and... Yeah, jot it down, Sapphire, means to take it, to write it down, right? So you can write down any of these expressions. And of course, you can also download, if you are a member of this channel, you can download this PDF for yourself, for your convenience. Well, when you are responding to somebody's opinion, well, we want to encourage the other person, right? We want to say something nice, like, oh, that's an interesting point. Wow, that's a great idea. Oh, that is a fascinating point. That's a great opinion. Nice opinion. That's an interesting opinion. That's a good point. Oh, or you can say, well, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. Right? I never thought of that. Or you can agree and, agree with someone's opinion. Yes, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Or you can say, that's true. Yes, that's true. What you're saying is true. I completely agree. And here, there's a lot of choices. You can say, I completely agree. I totally agree. I absolutely agree. Right? Or you can say, if you're not so sure, you can say, I tend to agree. I tend to agree. Or you could say, yes, maybe you are right. Or you can say, yeah, I think so too. Or you can just say, exactly. Okay, let's practice this one, everybody. Exactly. I can't hear you.
Exactly.
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 Okay, very good. I think exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Or that's right, which is not on the sheet, but that's right. Okay, thank you. But sometimes you disagree, right? You don't have to agree all the time. Sometimes you have an opinion that is different. So in that case, we would go with things like, yes, but did you think about something else? Or yes, but how about, and so on. I agree, but, or that may be, but I see your point, but, okay, yes, but don't you think that, okay, I'm not so sure I agree. And again, you can use the same intensifiers. You can say, I absolutely disagree, or I strongly disagree, or I completely disagree. And that's okay. It's okay to disagree as long as you have an opinion that supports it, okay? We want to have a supporting opinion. Yes? And then at the end of the discussion, of course, we will ask someone to summarize what we've said so far, okay? So you can say things, okay, well, so far we've said that animals should have rights, or animals should not be discriminated, or and so on. Or you could say, to sum up, we've said that animals don't need special rights. Or if your members of your group disagree, then you can always say, well, there seems to be some disagreement there. And then you explain the details. Maybe you can say, Twinkle thought that this should happen. However, Sapphire said that no, not exactly, because of something else. Okay, are we cool with that, guys? Discussion language. Discussion language. Are you okay?
Yes.
Any
I completely
questions?
agree with that.
Yeah, you completely agree with that? All right, very good. Because if you have any questions, this is the time to ask. All right? Because in a moment, we're going to start digging into the topic and discussing the topic. And in case you are just joining us, we are live. We are live on Twitch and we are live on Discord. And I meant to tell you guys, this Discord server, if you are just tuning in, it's the best Discord server on the planet. So let me just advertise it here for you guys. Here we go. We are on the English Hub. We are on the English Hub, which you can find on this board. The server is growing quickly and it has amazing people. So if you want to find some new international friends, if you want to practice English, what you want to do is you want to sign up with the English Hub. And the students you're hearing right now, they are already members and they are saying hi to you. So please, and they say, yeah, I completely agree. Thanks, Sho, for that. Yeah, so it is the best server on Discord for English learners ever. So please join us right now if you're watching to this live, and you can take part in this lesson as well. All right, well, that was good. And let's ask Lord Vader if he agrees with what I just said.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you, Vader. Okay, so if you're not a part of the fun, you're missing out. You're missing out. Yes, Sapphire says, I second your opinion. That's right. Well, listen, I posted prior to the class, I posted some questions for you to think about because we'll be discussing this. And you can find that on my website, which is on buymeacoffee.com/English Palette. And the questions were posted in advance, so I trust that some students already read them. But if not, don't worry, I will show them on the screen as you are discussing them, okay? And in order not to just have empty discussion, but we want to have a discussion with a particular direction. with a sense of direction, okay? Not just, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to assign you to specific roles, okay? Because it always helps to have specific roles in a discussion. So just let me talk for just 2 more minutes and then we will get into this. So one role that in a discussion group is really important is the role of the leader. The leader, guys. So leader, what kind of responsibility does a leader have? What do you think? Just unmute your microphone and tell me. Anybody? What does the leader do?
Yeah, the leader needs to set an example and lead people, and also control their work and coordinate the whole team, whatever, so that they go in the right direction and stuff.
That's great.
Yeah,
I like what you said. I would also add that the leader should probably make sure that everyone is involved. Yes, like. If somebody is left out, maybe the leader can ask them, oh, what about you? What do you think about this question? Okay. And another responsibility that the leader has is make sure that there is not much silence, okay? So just imagine, discussion is like a game of tennis. So you don't want the ball to be on the ground. You want to keep the ball bouncing. Or maybe it is more like a game of volleyball, right? Volleyball, guys, do you play volleyball? You don't want the ball to hit the ground. You want it to be floating in the air. That's probably a better analogy for a discussion group. Thank you. So that's the leader. Next, we are going to have a timekeeper. Timekeeper is important because we will only have 10 minutes for a number of questions. So a timekeeper probably has to keep an eye on the timer, and the timekeeper will have to say, well, that's great. I think we should move on to the next question. Something like that. Does that make sense? Yes, timekeeper. Just be aware of the time so that the task is accomplished. Very good. Next, we have a role which everybody actually has, and that is the role of active participant. Active participants basically are talking. Everyone is talking, right? Active participant. We will have 2 active participants just to make it more fun. And then we will have someone with the role of the devil's advocate. Devil's advocate. Wow, what does that mean? Devil's advocate. Can anyone explain? What's a devil's advocate? Have you heard this expression before? A devil's advocate? Anyone? Novo, go for it.
No, I haven't.
No? Okay. Okay, well, let me explain then. A devil, the devil is the enemy, right? He's the enemy. He is our enemy. An advocate is another word for a lawyer. So maybe one of you will be a lawyer for the devil, which means you will be arguing the opposite opinion. So if you notice that the group seems to be agreeing, for example, the group thinks, yeah, animals should have special rights, then what you need to do is pretend that you are arguing for the opposite side and say something, yeah, but animals are not equal to humans, something like that, okay? The devil's advocate. Is that clear? If you understand the role, then give me a thumbs up in the chat or just say yes. Awesome. The devil's advocate. Okay. All right. And now the final role that we're going to have in a discussion group is that of a summarizer. That means someone who will be asked to speak at the end of the discussion and just to summarize the key points. Not everything, summary doesn't mean you repeat everything, but just pick up some interesting points or pick up some things that you want to share that were discussed about, okay? So are we clear on the roles? Okay. All right, very good.
Yes.
So good. We're going to go with the first round of discussions. First round of discussions. So that means we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 volunteers, guys. 6 volunteers. Who's going in the first round? Who's going? Come on, guys.
Let's go.
Give me, okay, just say yes or give me your name if you want to be.
I?
Okay, Nick? Nick, is that how you pronounce it? Nick?
Yes.
Okay, Nick. Who's next? Do we need more volunteers?
Hello, my name is Liam.
Sorry? Air Jordan, do you want to join us too?
I think my English is bad.
Oh, okay. Well, but you know what? Let's try it. You want to try it? Others will help you out. It's not a problem, okay? Others will help you out. Or if...
Okay.
Okay, very good. Excellent. So now we have... we need more volunteers. Who else wants to go? Come on, guys. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it. It's going to be an unforgettable experience. Okay?
Okay, it's noisy down here, but I'll volunteer.
All right, very good. Thank you. Sapphire. Okay, we have Sapphire. We need 3 more, guys. 3 more.
Yeah, I can try it, but my English was not really good.
Oh, please, don't worry about that. I mean, that's why we're doing this, right? I mean,
Okay.
but you should feel more confident about your English. I think it's pretty good. Okay, so we need 2 more. 2 more. Who's going in the first round?
I would also like to try.
Okay, sorry, can you repeat your name? Because I just...
It's catatonic.
I don't see you in the chat. Oh, catatonic. Okay, catatonic, thank you. Catatonic, thank you. All right, sorry, I mistyped it. You like the capital letters, catatonic. That's a nice nickname, by the way. And anybody else? Just 1 more. Come on. Tracy, how about you? Do you want to join us?
I'm kind of anxious, but anyway, okay, I'm gonna try.
You'll try? Okay, very good. So we have Tracy. All right, awesome, guys. So what I'm going to do is copy these names. We have these names, and what we're going to do is now go to our wheel. Sorry, guys, I shouldn't have clicked it. We're going to choose the leaders, the timekeepers, and the roles. No, that wasn't it. I'm still new to this. Okay, we have the names on the board, and we're going to spin to see what your role is. Okay, are you excited? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. The first role, who is going to be, we're going to basically go for the leader, who our leader is, okay? This is going to be very important. Who is going to be our leader? There we go. What could it be? What could it be? It's clearly Air Jordan. Air Jordan, you are our leader. Excellent. Okay, let me just make sure we know who you... Air Jordan. Next, who is next? We're going to... Actually, this is a timekeeper's role. Okay, I think it's catatonic. You are the timekeeper. Catatonic. Here we go. Next is going to be active participant 1. Active participant 1. Okay, that will be definitely Nick. Very good. Nick, thank you. Congratulations. You'll be talking a lot. Active participant 2. Oh, could this be Tracy? Yes. Tracy, you'll be talking your head off today. Very good. And next we are going to have Devil's Advocate. All right, I think that's a suitable role for you, Sapphire. Congratulations. And I think Strange Empire is going to be our summarizer. That's right. Okay, so these are the roles, guys. So please remember your role. We have leader is Air Jordan, timekeeper Catatonic. Nick and Tracy are active participants, so they will be talking a lot. A devil's advocate who argues against everybody else is Sapphire, and summarizer is I'm sorry, I typed summarizer. Who was that? That was
I should be
Strange Empire. Yeah, thank you, Strange Empire. Sorry about that. All right, I hope you can see that on the screen. What we're going to do now is bring up the questions. Bring up the questions.
Sorry for interrupting. Where's the screen?
Yeah. All right, guys. Here we go. So I will explain the questions for the first time around, but then after that I will not explain anymore. But instead I will just join you in a discussion, and we will have a little bit of a feedback at the end. So the topic of today's discussion is the animal rights. We're talking about questions such as question number 1. Many vegetarians believe that factory farming is a cruel and unnecessary practice, and that our diets would be healthier if we ate less meat. Do you agree? Support your view. So factory farming means that cows or animals are very closely held in cages, they cannot move, and basically they are just raised for meat. Okay, question number 2 will be, some people think that keeping animals in zoos, like a zoo, zoos and circuses, to entertain human beings is selfish and inhumane. Do you agree? Support your view. Number 3. People in developed countries spend too much money on household pets, their dogs and cats. They would do better to have fewer cats and dogs and use the money to help poor and hungry people. What do you think? Do you agree with this opinion or not? Support your view. Okay, question number 4. Would you ever wear a fur coat? Would you ever wear a fur coat? That means a coat made of animal hair. Why or why not? And question number 5. Is it right to use animals for medical research or to test cosmetics? So face cream or makeup, okay? Support your view. All right. So we will get started. By the way, I also asked you to comment, write additional questions here, but I see nobody has done that. So if you still, during the discussion, you want to add a supporting question, you can go to this website and you can post your comment or a question to this particular topic. Okay, do animals have rights? One more time, let's repeat the roles. The roles are, the leader is Air Jordan, who's going to kick it off. Then the timekeeper is Catatonic. The participants, active participants, they should be doing most of the talking, is Nick and Tracy. And Devil's Advocate Sapphire. And Summarizer at the end will ask Summarizer, Strange Empire, to give us the most interesting points about the discussion. All right, guys, are you ready? Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Nope.
Somebody said nope. What was that? Let's get started, guys. So I would like you to unmute your mics, and I'm going to start the timer. I'm going to start the timer, and I think Air Jordan will open up with maybe asking the first question to the group, and then everybody else jump in. And others will just listen, and then at the end, we'll give them some good feedback. Ready? Time. Start.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Go.
One question, please.
Oh yeah, the first question is about factory farming. What do you think? Ask them. You're the leader, right? Get at them. What do you think about factory farming? Is it cruel?
I agree.
Yes, you're the leader. Yes.
Factory.
Yes, the time is ticking. Okay, well, maybe you can just jump in, guys. What do you guys think about this question? The question is that our diets would be healthier if we ate less meat. Do you agree or not?
No.
No, of course. So to put my point of view forward, I'd like to start by stating that for in the layman's terms, we need something called proteins for our body to sustain and basically repair the bodily functions at the night. So this protein, it's very occurring in animals, and animal meat is a very rich source of protein. But if you look at other vegetables like pulses, tomatoes, potatoes, these things are very rich in carbohydrates, but they can really provide us protein. And there's this really a stupid notion being put forward that for 1 gallon, for 1 kg of meat, we're consuming 500,000 gallons of water and stuff. So I'd say that it's actually a very misleading notion, because the water that is being used is actually the surface runoff from the rains. So you can see that that otherwise unused water resources are being used up effectively for here, and it's creating a lot of food for humanity. So at this point of time, you'd have to just choose between human lives which are hungry and they need nutritious food, and the animal rights. So I know what you guys would choose if you're human.
Okay, guys, this is the time for you to jump in. Sapphire took a long time to answer. You need to jump in, otherwise you have no chance.
I don't want a chance anymore. You said everything.
No, he didn't. I disagree.
You need protein to live properly.
Okay. All right. Well, then he wasn't.
You are
So he wasn't much of a devil's advocate. Okay, timekeeper, what are you supposed to do? Look at the time.
We still have 7 minutes.
Well, yeah, but we have 4 more questions to cover.
Something that is interesting, though, is with the first question, a lot of factory farming is becoming quite uncommon, as free-range food is healthier for you to eat and also better for the animals before they die, and also tastier. Like free-range chicken tastes better than like chicken that was raised in a barn. See, clarifying, I'm using clarifying language now. Do you mean to say that there is a growing market for free-range chickens and food that is grown in more humane ways? Yeah.
Okay, very good.
That's exactly what
To
I'm saying.
optimize his argument was basically the chicken and all those animals that are raised in a very free-range environment are tastier, and hence people prefer it. But I'd like to ask you 2 questions. How productive is the free farm, and how many resources would it take for that to produce that 1 kg of meat that the factory farms could otherwise do with very little resources? And also the food is getting costlier, expensive day by day. People are not able to sustain their lives, so it's taking a toll on their pocket. And the second thing would be, there's actually no scientific or empirical evidence that you have stated, which makes your ground completely normative, and hence actually undermines your entire argument. It's like an egg hunt.
Okay, guys.
There's no empirical evidence that it tastes better. I like free-range chicken better than I like non-free-range chicken. That's just a personal opinion. That's all I was saying. It just tastes better.
Thank you for clarifying that. So that's your personal opinion, is it? So yeah,
Yes.
I rest for now.
Eggs are also way better, and they don't cost as much to make, probably. I don't know, I'm not a farmer.
Moving on to question 2.
That's
Any of the active participants
Timekeeper.
like to add anything?
I think we should move on.
Alright, guys, let's move on to the next question.
Okay, where's our leader? Leader, come on.
Who's leader? Edge order.
Leader,
Edge
come
order.
on. You
Say
need
the
to.
question.
My English it's bad, guy. I'm
I have a feeling we're gonna run out of time.
Yeah, I think the timer. Yes.
Time
I'm
is running dangerous.
li-
Okay, I
I'm
think
listen.
everybody can see the question, so maybe you can just jump in and address the question.
Zoos often, at least where I live, they like rescue animals and that from the wild that are like injured and stuff, and then usually they will release them when they are ready to be released. At least in where I live. And while circuses are quite inhumane, I don't think zoos are that bad. Especially in the way that they're treated, at least where I live in a first world country.
That's a good point.
I mean, circuses are immoral, and I dislike circuses completely. But yeah, zoos are pretty
Small 1.3. I'm not against providing sanctuary to animals, wild animals that are hurt and are not able to perform well in the ecosystem. Just confirm. Yeah.
And I think most of the zoos nowadays, their purposes are to keep certain species of animals from extinction.
That's a good
I
point.
think that is what they are mostly doing.
Yeah, that's a good point. If they're released into the wild, they'll get extinct. Yeah.
They educate people on the animals themselves, which is better for humans as well, as we understand more about animals. Shall we go on to question 3? We've got a minute left.
Sure.
Okay, so about question 3, I think spending for too much money on the household pets is not like something wrong. Some people just live alone and they don't have friends, they don't have relatives, and they don't have son or daughter, so they need a pet, and that pet is just like a member of their families. So I don't think it's something that wrong. And that amount of money, if and about helping poor and hungry people. So maybe, yeah.
We have 1 minute left.
It's
Oh my god.
26.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question.
That's alright.
I wouldn't wear a fur coat. They're too expensive. It's got nothing to do with them being made out of fur. I literally don't care. They're just too expensive. Can we move on now?
I agree with you.
They're too expensive, is it?
Yeah, they're expensive.
I'd like
Yeah.
to stay up and buy one coat because, yeah, just to
And
flaunt.
I live in a tropical.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
you guys agree with me?
I think we ran out of time, guys. Whoops.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
I
know
don't
why.
think
Time is still
Is-
going. It's 9:50.
and I don't think it is morally right to use
Yeah.
that.
So,
I think
say something.
Thank you
Like,
very
I
much.
see it going there.
And that is the end. Thank you very much.
okay. Sorry, that is the end. We ran out of time, guys. We ran out of time. Okay, well, first of all, thank you so much. All right. Oops. Okay, well, but we're not done yet because we have our summarizer, Strange Empire, who's going to give us a summary of key points that were discussed. Key points that were discussed. So, Strange Empire, are you there? Hello?
I think not.
I think not. Okay, well then it's gonna go to a volunteer. Who wants to summarize the key ideas that have been discussed? Oh, Strange
sorry,
Empire. Okay.
my connection.
No problem.
My connection is
No problem.
pretty bad.
Okay, you're
I'm
back.
from Germany.
Hey,
Yeah.
whoa, that's fine. Willkommen, herzlich willkommen.
Ich spreche Deutsch.
Ich auch,
The
ein
first
bisschen. Okay, sorry. A Strange Empire. Okay, let's just shut up and let him summarize.
So, on the first statement, one argument was that all the people need proteins, and it would be more expensive if we wouldn't have factory farming. But on the other hand, we said it tastes better. And yeah, statement 2 was that can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah, just keep going.
Oh, okay, good. And the second statement, and there were animals in zoos are, in the opinion of most of us, I guess, inhuman because of we could replace them with acrobatics or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Strange Empire. I think you did very well. I would just say that you don't need to repeat everything. Just choose 2 or 3 points that maybe were most interesting for you. And, you know, this way the conversation can keep going. But it was really, really well done. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Please, thank you.
Good job. Good job. All right. So we had a team of amazing people here. We have Air Jordan as a leader, Timekeeper, Catatonic, and Nick and Tracy were talking. Sapphire gave his opposite view. He wanted to argue more, but I think we didn't have enough time. And then Summarizer was Strange Empire. Thanks again for doing it for us. Now, feedback. First of all, let's ask the class. How did they do? What do you think? So people in Discord. By the way, if you're just joining us live on Twitch, we are on the English Hub Discord server. The link is in the video description. Please join us if you want to interact. And so basically, how was it, guys? Give us the feedback for this group. Okay, Moon is impressed with Sapphire's performance. Very good, thank you. Tracy was good too, yes, Sapphire says. Very nice. Excellent. Well, you can unmute your mic and give a verbal comment, guys. Verbal comment is better than... This is communication skills class, so I want you to be more involved.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to comment on the team members.
Sure.
So the Nick has put forward these really solid arguments and was actually trying to win the masses by saying that they taste good and you need to treat them humanely by actually personifying them and giving them sort of these emotions and just trying to juxtapose those animals with humans. So that was actually very good. And Tracy was amazing at what she did. Her argument was really solid. You can't debate it. And that's all. The summary was very well put too.
Thank you very much. Yes, that's very well put. Very well put. Thank you. Okay, so a little bit of feedback from me now. Okay, so unfortunately, I think with our leader, Air Jordan, we had some technical difficulties. I think his mic was not working properly. So, well, that's just unfortunate. But I like how Tracy took over to save the discussion because she just read the question out and jumped in. This is a great strategy. Thank you, Tracy, for doing that. I also think that maybe you didn't use as much of the language that I was hoping to. Like, for example, confirming meaning, verbal feedback, or giving opinion. Okay. I was trying to highlight that, help you. Maybe during the second round, we can do that, okay? We can use more of that discussion language that I'll try, I would like you to be using, okay? Yeah, but actually I've heard things like, oh yeah, that's a good point, and so on. So yeah, some of it was there. And finally, maybe what we need to do is you need to be more assertive, okay? So don't just wait for the person to finish completely what they're saying, but try to jump in and say, well, yes, but what about, okay? Does that make sense? So your mic is unmuted, and what you want to do is jump in, and because remember, the time is only 10 minutes. And you need to, well, I asked you to cover all the questions and it was really difficult. But don't worry, because we are going to do round 2. Okay. So round 2 is going to be a little bit different because now you know the feedback. So I think you're going to do much better, everybody. Okay, this is a team effort. This time, I don't need you to cover every question. Instead, what I'd like you to do is basically focus on questions that are more interesting to you, and instead go deeper. So if someone points out a view or an argument forward, then what I'd like you to do is ask questions about it and dig deeper into the argument. So don't worry about covering all the questions. You have more freedom in choosing the questions that you want to talk about. Does that make sense? So the objective for the second round is try to use more discussion language and try to use be more assertive. So what I need is volunteers, 6 volunteers. Give me your names, guys. Objective, clear the base camp.
Correct!
Okay, second round. Who's going next? All right, those who are listening, come on, guys. Who wants to go next? Second round. Okay, don't make...
This is a very shy crowd.
Yeah, come on, guys. What's wrong with you? This is a lesson you're getting for free. Don't make me wait.
A few moments later.
Don't make me wait.
A few moments later.
People are shy. That's awesome.
So who's going next? We're going to be...
Prayesh is asking what would be the topic.
Oh, the topic is the same. We're just focusing on the language, and we want to make the discussion go more efficiently. Okay, and there are some questions we didn't cover, so we can do it again. Okay, Priyesh, you want to give it a try? Priyesh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, next.
Thank you.
Who wants to go again? You can go again, or you can just join us if you haven't done it yet. Okay. All right, we're waiting. We're waiting. Here's some elevator music while we're waiting. Who's next? Okay, guys. Well, dude.
Chris joined. So
sorry, who?
Chris.
Chris?
Hello.
Oh, Chris. Hello, Chris. Would you like to take part in our discussion? Chris.
Yo, bet.
You bet? Okay, Chris is going to be in our discussion group. All right. Now we need more people. How about Moon? Would you like to join us? Moon. Is your mic working? Okay. Don't make me wait!
Don't be scared.
Or I'll have to play this elevator music forever and ever.
Is anyone here Chinese?
I can be Chinese if you want. Ni hao.
Okay.
What about
Ni hao.
Good Nam?
Good Nam. Okay, Good Nam. I'm volunteering you, okay? Good Nam. You have been volunteered. We need 3 more people. How about you, Jet? Do you want to be a part of this discussion? Oh, Good Nam says he can't. Are you eating pancakes right now?
I'm eating pancakes right now.
Oh, well, that's cool, because this is a running joke in our server. Pancakes with maple syrup. That's the only correct way of eating them.
I'm eating pancakes with peach syrup. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice too. Laksha, how about you? You want to go? I mean, go
Laksha,
means...
let's go, nerd.
Laksha.
I mean, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm sorry for that.
No problem. I will
Laksha,
volunteer
do you
you.
speak Hindi?
Something else. Yeah, so just tell me what I have to do.
No problem. Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad you are a great sport. What about others? Sazani.
Thank you so much.
Come on, guys.
Well, I'm
Sorry?
I'm new here. I really don't know what's
Oh, but that sounds... Lynn, that sounds great.
What's up?
Lynn, your mic is working. That means you qualify. You qualify. Very good. Lynn, are you looking at the screen? Are you looking at the Twitch screen? Because we will be drawing, we will be assigning roles to the discussions.
Wait, where's the screen?
Okay, currently we are in classes chat.
Morning, you guys.
Hey, Lolish, welcome. Would you like to take part in our debate?
Yeah, I woke up just right now, so can you debate me?
Can I add you to the debate? Sure, we can add you to the debate.
Yeah.
Okay.
You debate me about the topic, sorry.
No problem. We will show it on the screen. Can somebody post the link to my Twitch channel? Let's post the link to the Twitch channel. Yes, Twitch channel. Here, I'm going to tag you. English classes. Okay.
No problem, I have.
Very good. Excellent.
Okay, yeah,
so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 1 more participant, and then we're good to go. Where is... How about Novel?
Out here, nerds. Get that Cheeto.
Novel, do you want to take part in our discussion? Okay, don't make me...
Pullman. Priyesh. Marco Polo.
What?
Hey, Priyesh. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, we'll be starting in a moment. Okay? We're loading the bases. We're loading the bases, okay? Well, if we don't have 2 active participants, we'll just go with 1 active participant. So I think we are just going to we're just going to go with 5. Okay, 5 is good. So what I'm going to do is look at this, guys. First of all, we're going to select our leader. Can everybody see the screen?
I want to be the leader.
Well, no, this is not that's how it works. It's going to be.
Do we vote?
It's going to be. You know, you can see the spinning circle, the wheel. Who is our leader? Here we go.
I want to do the screen.
We're just going to customize the wheel so that it's more fun. We're going to do Arabic celebration, guys. Arabic celebration.
Arabic.
Okay, all right. So look at the Twitch screen, and we are selecting our next group of discussion group. Ready?
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's it.
Priyesh, you are our leader, okay? You are our leader, okay?
Thank you.
Next, we are going to decide who our timekeeper is. Looks like Chris is our timekeeper. Congratulations, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, next, the active participant. That's definitely Lynn. That's definitely
Do
Lynn.
I talk as a timekeeper?
Well, yeah, of course. Everybody talks, but you also need to pay attention to the time and make sure we move forward. Okay? Yes. So we're also now devil's advocate. Who is our devil's advocate? Okay, that's definitely Lakshya. And of course, Lolish, you are going to be our summarizer.
Okay.
Excellent.
In the chat.
Very good. So here are our... Very good. So here is our... Here is our group. Can you guys see it on the screen? Leader is Priyesh. Timekeeper is Chris.
Yeah, nice.
Active participant is Lynn, which means you talk a lot. Devil's advocate is Lakshya. Okay, Lakshya, devil's advocate means that if everybody agrees with the topic, you have to argue against it. Say, what do you think, guys? I don't think so. And tell
See
them.
the screen at?
Oh yeah.
Yes. So you have to look at Twitch, okay? Because that's where I'm live.
Wait, where's the Twitch?
Okay, can someone please paste the link? Paste the link, okay. All right, very good. So is everyone ready? Is everyone ready?
What am I gonna do as a leader?
As the leader? Okay, the leader, look, there are questions on the screen that you have to read out the question and basically make sure there's no silence. Okay, if there's silence, you want to direct the conversation. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys. If you are ready, let me bring in the timer. And this time, remember, you don't have to cover every question. Just choose the questions that are interesting. Okay, here we go. 10 minutes. And talk your head off.
Let's go.
Here we go. Time
So
start.
we ready now?
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome everyone. Here we are going to have a debate on the topic: do animals have rights? So the first question that we have over here in the discussion is: many vegetarians believe that factory farming is a cruel and unnecessary practice, and that our diets would be healthier if we ate less meat. Do you agree? Let's see. So, who is going to speak first?
Come on, guys, just jump in. You have to jump in.
Well, I really don't agree with it because the factory farming is just uh, it gives employment to many people. So many people just go there, do their hard work, and earn money for their family. So it kind of generates employment. So I don't agree with it. And yeah, the meat is so tasty. So yeah, it gives us fun.
Yeah, I like meat.
Yeah, that's great, bro.
I think it can be cruel, but it doesn't always have to be cruel if they use the right practices.
Also,
Anyone
the
who support this?
Oh yeah, anyone who
I
supports
support more meat. Me.
We have some meat lovers here. Okay,
Yes,
timekeeper, what do you
But
think?
there's gonna be lab-grown meat, right?
Oh,
Aren't they making lab-grown meat? So like it will be cruelty-free.
hey, okay, guys, time is ticking. You have to be discussing things. There can't be any silence.
Okay, so let's moving on to the second question. Some people think that keeping animals in zoos and circus entertain human beings is selfish and inhuman. Do you agree? Let's hear some point of view.
I don't like circuses anyway.
Why is that?
But I think zoos are okay because they treat them really good. They keep them safe and everything, and they help like endangered populations repopulate.
I agree. The zoo is really fun to like. You can go to the wild to see this animal that's really rare. This animal is about extinction, and they can take care inside the zoo. And this animal that's really rare. But about the circles, I think it's really wrong because, guy, you're getting entertainment about other lives, live beings. I don't know if this word exists, but yeah, guy.
Yes, sir. What about number 3?
Okay, so is there anything that the devil's advocate want to say something about question 2?
Oh yeah. Well, some people like agreed with it and some disagreed. So, I just want to say that keeping animals is like, the nature is just teaching us a lesson. Like in this lockdown, we are now kept as animals in here. Oh well, animals also have lives. They also have their own environment. So it's completely wrong to put them inside the cage. And sometimes the poachers and the hunters capture animals. They separate them from their family. Just imagine how will we feel like if we are just in place of animals. What if animals are in place of humans and they hunt us? They start to hunt us and they start to put us in the zoo.
I
Will
think
that be
we're
alright?
smarter though.
Yeah,
We are
to be
smart,
honest,
we will hurt them.
I agree with the zoos in some cases when the animals is going to extinction. So it's fine because they can take care and try to repopulate the I don't remember the word, but can procreate this animal and try to enter to the nature to get back to the wild. And when some animal is hurted, so they can take care and later try to insert back to the wild. I think it's cool. Not when they are trying to help the animal, but like when it's only for entertainment, like oh look this animal, hey, and you teach some tricks to oh look. I think it's really selfish. No, it's not necessary. So it's cool to have the job of taking care of the animals and try to insert in the wild and to show about this animal that's really hard to see. It's I can go to the wilds to see some animal. I can go to Amazonia here, the Amazon forest. When I live in Brazil, I can go to see some animals like lobo guará. I don't know the English name of this space. No, of this animal, but
I'm sorry, but I have to cut you in here because we don't have much time left. So
oh, sorry.
let's move on. So let's move on to the next question. People in developed countries spend too much for money in buying household pets. They would do better to have fewer cats and dogs and use the money to help poor and hungry people. What do you people think about it? Let's have your views.
Why would I give other people my money? I think you can't help everybody, and a lot of the people that do have enough money do try to help poor people and stuff. But nah, a dog is definitely cheaper than going out helping poor people.
I think that
I was poor before, but no one helped me.
Yeah, it's fine. I think that's because most pets became like part of her family. So, oh, my dog's part of my family, and you will spend your money. You will spend a lot of money to try to take care of your son's health, your wife's health. So I think that's why. But they can spend this money to help poor people, hungry people. You need to know how many you should spend in what. But I think that's why, because oh, my dog's part of my family. Oh, it's like my son. I know a lot of people that don't have sons or daughters because prefers have pets.
Yeah, I think if people want to fix poverty, that's an issue with bad government. That's not like I shouldn't be forced to give my money over.
I'm sorry to cut you in between, but we have to move on to the next question. We are left with 1 minute.
Right.
So the next question is, would you ever wear a fur coat? Why or why not?
I would wear one. Like I think they're ugly, but like I don't mind like the fact that it's made from an animal. But I think they're ugly and they look like an old person wears them, so I don't like them.
Rich people do wear that, right?
Sometimes. But alpaca fur is farmed and they just shave it, and it's actually way more expensive. So rich people usually wear shit like that now.
Exactly. And the last question that we have over here is it right to use animals for medical research or testing on them?
Oh, hard topic.
What do you guys think?
It's better than testing on us.
I totally disagree with this argue because of course there is another way to do that kind of for example for example in cosmetic they usually use animals, but it's not a good way to do it. It's better to do another kind of things.
Yeah, with
I think it'd be better to
cosmetics, I
test on
agree.
people, but
In medical, it's another topic that's critical because if you test this with humans, oh, some humans die and oh, some and unhuman. So, but it's wrong to test in animals too. Both options is a little unethical because you can kill people and you can kill animals just because of testing. But doesn't cosmetics, please, just test this in humans. The animals will not use this.
Yo, come on, man. That's completely wrong. How can you just use those innocent animals for that? You just imagine
I
some
think at the
people.
end of the day, it's like, do you value humans more than animals?
Oh well, come on, you all guys have pets, right? You love pets more than those poor people. So why don't you test it on your own, right?
Well, I'm not the one
Yeah.
doing the testing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just taking a reference of humans. We all are humans, right? And we are just capturing those stray animals and other animals like that. Have you watched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes? They were testing like that, and also they killed hundred of apes for their obsolete testing on animals. And you know what? If this cruelty on animals keep increasing, the human population will
But
be
I
in danger.
think like
Like,
humans come first at the end of the day. You know, I can relate to a human more than a dog. Like my dog did die and I was a little bit sad, but I would feel more phased if a poor person died that I don't even know and I was responsible for it somehow than if a dog died. That's my dog, you know. I would rather my dog die than me be responsible for like a poor person dying that I don't even know. So, you know, like if I were to like have single-handedly like stopped
but that poor person also have a
experimentation on
family.
humans, then it would be my fault if people die because that product doesn't get out there.
Oh well, is it necessary for humans to use cosmetics? Appreciate your
Well, it's not
natural
just
beauty for that.
cosmetics.
Yeah, anything else? Come on, God made animals and humans. He made us to just fight and kill each other.
All right, guys, I'm sorry, but we just ran out of time. I tried to extend it twice, but yeah, good job, everybody. Good job.
Yeah, I saw in the stream you're trying to extend the time.
And we had some really good points in the debate.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, it was a really critical topic, but yeah.
Always did really well.
Yeah, everybody did really well. Thank you, guys. Wow.
Yes.
I think the second round was better, right? I think there are several reasons why it was better. I think they were already, you knew what the expectations were and you knew the topics, and the leader, I really appreciate the leader, Priyesh, who tried to move things along. I'm not sure if Chris did, though. Chris, did you? I can't remember. Did you say let's move on to the next question?
No,
like two
I did.
times.
Oh,
you did. Okay, very good. Thank you. All right. So, hey guys. So please, first self reflection. Give us the feedback. How did you guys do? What do you think? How did it go for you? How did it go? What do you think about your own performance? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. Lolish, it's your turn to summarize the discussion. So pick up some interesting points from the discussion. I'm so sorry about that.
No. What I should do. Sorry.
Okay, Lolish, sorry. You heard the discussion, right? What do you think were some interesting points?
Yeah, I think that we... sorry, I don't have any idea what to talk about.
Okay, but what if it was a real classroom and a teacher pointed to you and say, okay, so what did they talk about? You would have to give something, maybe a couple of sentences. Okay. Just couple of sentences about, the key points that were mentioned.
Oh, thanks. I think we are talking about animals being about me taking more care about animals. Some people just agree. I say too because most human things considers animals pets. I mean, has family, but it's really necessary to take care about poor people. We talked too about cruelty and factory farming because we have we all not we all but most part eats meat, right? And to be honest, we are very cruel in some factories.
Yes.
About the vegetarians, it sounds right, but we can all try to do it better. And I agree with the opinions that they gave here. About the entertainment with animals, I think it's wrong. Entertain, but zoos can have an important role when I'm talking about take care of some animals that is going to extinction. I think this word, and about some rare species that you can find. You can go to really really dense forest or to the wild to always to see elephant or other animal. So it's good, but it's wrong to let's teach tricks to be entertainment.
I
I
see.
think it's wrong,
Okay.
and some people agree. About the fur coat.
Wow, that's not a summary. You're just telling the whole story. At first,
Sorry,
no. I said at first you said you had nothing to say, and now you're telling retelling the whole account.
I'm fully lost. Sorry.
No problem. No, I appreciate it. But summarizing is also another skill. We need to know how to package ideas and just pick something that is really important or something that caught your attention, right? So maybe I'll ask you. Yeah. So Lolish, I'll ask you one question. Just what was the most interesting thing about this discussion that they mentioned? What was the most interesting point?
Most part people here, not most people. I think that everyone in the discussion agrees about it's necessary to use animals for testing, for entertainment, but we can use this to help people and these things. Some people consider us as family, their pets, and but we should try to help other people.
Nice.
What's
I
most
think. Yeah, that was interesting. That was also interesting to me. Thank you so much, Lolish. That was really well done. Thank you.
Yeah, we are trying.
Yeah, no, that's good. Wow. So a little bit of feedback from me. The second group did much better because we already knew the questions, and as I mentioned, you knew the expectations. It would also be a little bit nice to see the devil's advocate be more assertive in trying to argue the opposite point, because that is what makes the discussion a little bit more exciting. And I will. Sapphire, I didn't say that I don't like your first one. I think it's a group effort, and it was a first try. So when you do something for the first time, it was a little bit dry, but I'm not saying that I didn't like it. Obviously, I can see improvement. Okay, I can see improvement, and that is encouraging. Yes, next time will be amazing. Yeah, actually, I would like to do next time. I would like to do more and more of these lessons. I think this format works, and those who participate will definitely improve. So I would want to encourage you to become regulars in these classes. I have a whole list of topics that I lined up. So make sure that you have the classes role assigned to your profile, and I'm usually going to be teaching at this time of day. Of course, if you miss your class, you can always see it on Twitch or on YouTube and interact with us that way later. All right, guys. Well, I think that this was a good start. It was a good way to kick off a new way of learning, which is by basically using technology, Discord, and streaming online. This way, you get more confidence by speaking in public, and you can get instant feedback on your performance. So I don't know if any other teacher is doing this kind of thing, but to my knowledge, it's the first time in the world. You're taking part in a groundbreaking development, and I think that it's good learning here. Do you guys agree? Have you been learning here?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, awesome.
It's an amazing way to learn English.
Okay, so we'll do this. Try to do this. Maybe almost every day if possible. So I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you if you. This is my Twitch, but I'm going to go to my channel, and I just wanted to show you the resources. So if you go to my About page, you will see there are ways of getting in touch with me if you want. You can follow this channel. Make sure you do that so you get notified. If you want to support this channel, there are 3 ways of doing that. You can become a fan, or a big fan, or a giant fan. Any help would be appreciated. If you're a teacher and you want me to do a little workshop in your class or something like that, you can contact me here. If you would like a private lesson, you can book it here with me as well. If you want to just support me, you can do it by PayPal, or you can donate in many, many ways. And of course, please make sure you visit my website, where there are the resources that I mentioned, especially the chart that I just talked to you about, which is the discussion language. We will try to practice that next time. So if you have it ready for next class, that would be awesome as well. Okay, so
yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so final comments from our participants today. How was the class?
I like meat.
You like meat. The bottom line is you like meat.
It's amazing class. Thank you very much, teacher.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, you make it amazing, okay? And that's the thing. The English Hub server we're on is a great place to be. Let me just bring it up again. Okay, the link is in the video description. If you haven't joined the server, join it right now. It's growing, and it has great moderators and great staff, and you will be able to participate in the lessons and gain confidence when speaking English. Well, I think that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much again for participating. Once again, applause to all the participants. Very good. And I'm going to end the stream now, but I will stay in the chat for any questions or comments. So stick around, and I hope to see you next time on English Palette.
When will be the next lecture?
Finish it?